What's going on YouTube, and welcome to my 2021 Ultimate iPad Pro desk setup. I'm going to be taking you through the setup that I use on a daily, all the equipment. Affiliate links will be down in the description below to everything I talk about in this video. So before we get started, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss as we cover your favorite tech and video games. I'm Chris Grant Jr. It's the Granted Geek Show. Now, of course, we have to start with the elephant in the room, and that is this 32-inch 4K behemoth from LG. Now, the model is the 32UK50T, and you can get it for about $300, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Colors are accurate, it's crisp. Of course, that's no comparison to the XDR display on the new M1 iPad Pro, but it's a great companion. Around back, you've got two HDMIs, a power in, headphone jack, and a display port rounding out the inputs. Now, sound is just as important as video, so I've got the HS5s from Yamaha for accurate sound monitoring, and then if I want a little bit more of a fun sound, I have the M Audio BX5s. Now, in order to power these speakers, I have the Furman PL Plus power conditioner, and that makes sure I'm getting a clean power signal for low noise. Now, of course, driving all this is the Audient ID4 Mark II, and this is my baby. I absolutely love it. The gunmetal finish in space gray perfectly matches the iPad Pro, and it's capable of delivering sound quality well above other devices in its price range. Now, of course, it's not all about big speakers. Headphones are just as important, and I've been trying out these One Audio A70 Bluetooth headphones boasting 50 hours of battery life, but they're also wired headphones, which is great. They're switchable between the 3.5mm headphone input and, of course, your 1/4-inch jack, so it's ready to go for whatever devices you need. And of course, when more accuracy and a flatter sound is required, I'm rocking the AKG K52s, which are affordable and sound amazing. But listening to audio isn't all that's required, so when I'm inputting audio, I do that through the Stellar X2 microphone. And this microphone has not ceased to impress me. Coming in at under $200, its sound quality is just perfect for everything that I do high-end, especially on the internet. But I like to keep my microphones diverse, and for USB microphones, which are a little easier to use, I'm using the Fifine K669B microphone, and this is exactly what you're listening to even right now. So you'll be able to judge the quality for yourself. But all this gear has to be connected to the iPad at once, and I do that through the Tbi Pro, which is mounted to the Hoverbar Duo from 12 South. This hub gives you full power to your iPad, in addition to mini DisplayPort, VGA, HDMI, 4 USB 3s, SD card readers, gigabit Ethernet, and a headphone jack. Now, this allows me to create a ton of content, but it has to be stored somewhere, and that's where the 4-hard drive hub from Sabrent comes in, allowing me to store my content on SSDs and hard drives, plus it's got a fan to keep everything cool. But even if I overflowed that nearly 1.5 terabytes of storage, I've got the WD My Passport hard drive. It runs at USB 3 speeds, and it's pretty much self-explanatory. Now, of course, it's not always work and content creation. Sometimes I like to kick back and play some games on iOS, and I do that with the Mad Catz MiFi wireless controller. Now, of course, this isn't the newest wireless controller, and it's not nearly as big as the Xbox or PS4, but hey, if it ain't broke. But before the games can be played, the work must be done, and for school, Zoom calls, and the like, I prop up my iPhone on a Lecheers LC359 stand. Now, this articulates in two ways. One, changing the viewing angle, and then, of course, up and down to get it to eye height. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Chris Grant Jr. Can't forget the shameless plug there. We can keep the conversation going. Now, I'm not going to talk about keyboard and mouse too much because I'm getting them replaced, but right now I'm using the Nullixy wireless keyboard for iOS, and what I love about this is that it already has all the great functions that you can use with the keyboard on iOS. The function keys control music, volume levels, brightness, search, etc., even the home button, even the sleep wake button. And it also kind of looks like the Magic Keyboard, so hey, I'll take it. And now, last and least, probably the shame of my entire setup, the verbatim black mouse. And I probably got this for 10 bucks at TJ Maxx, and I only used it because my Apple trackpad doesn't work with iOS correctly with the gestures. But at the end of the day, it all centers nicely around the M1 iPad Pro. That being said, guys, that is a look at my 2021 Ultimate iPad Pro desk setup. Links to everything I talked about, once again, will be down in the description. Let me know if I forgot anything. I'll put the link up to that as well. Be sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss as we cover your favorite tech and video games. Click the bell so that you get a little notification every time I drop a new video. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. Let me know any questions you have about any of the gear as well. I'm Chris Grant Jr. It's the Granny Geek Show.